While we often think of K-pop as upbeat and full of dancing, it has its blue moments too. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 saddest K-pop music videos. For this list, we're looking at the most heartbreaking videos Korean pop music has to offer. We're basing our choices on a blend of emotional storytelling, tender moments, and the way each clip leaves us devastated. Number 10, You and I, Pak Bom.
When the sky's falling down, I'll promise you that I'll never let you go.
While a fairy tale wedding starts things on a very bright note in You and I, we quickly see Pak Bom's marriage is much more troubling. Though the couple still bond over video games and time together, the husband's wheelchair and IV show he's in rough shape. His suffering is so dire that we even see him attempt to take his own life, before lamenting over a future he can't have. This realistic take on terminal conditions is hard to watch, especially given how hopeful Bom's character stays throughout the video. Just as it looks like she has him excited again, we're hit with a heavy visual of her grieving over his death. You and I is constantly tear-jerking, thanks to this roller coaster delivery for its already moving story. Number 9, Don't Say Goodbye, Davichi. When a stargazer finds a woman passed out in his trash, it seems like Don't Say Goodbye is supposed to be a whimsical romance tale. As the man nurses the girl back to health, we can't help but grow attached to their budding relationship. As the two get closer during a stargazing excursion, a flash to a past girlfriend sets a worrying tone. The touching love story turns tragic as we discover his ex is actually being held by kidnappers. It's truly heartbreaking to watch his new partner get traded off for his old life, as the innocent woman is left to face human traffickers.
가자.
싫어.
With such a light-hearted beginning to its narrative, Don't Say Goodbye utterly sucker punches our emotions with its gloomy ending. Number 8, Hello and I Told You I Wanna Die, Hugak. From the outset of Hugak's Hello, it's clear that the two friends at the center of its story are loyal like brothers. But after saving a girl from suicide, one of them ends up so infatuated that their friendship takes a back seat.
내가 그리운 만큼 그대도 그리운가요 내가 미칠 듯이 사랑해.
To add insult to injury, the left-behind friend gets beaten up by gang members while his phone calls for help are ignored. I Told You I Wanna Die picks up the story on a much darker note as the friends go on a bloody rampage against the mob. However, it's the back-to-back stabbings of our two leads that really toys with our emotions in this stirring two-part video. Number 7, The Day Before, Nell. There's a warm and intimate feeling to The Day Before that sets it up as a comforting meal. With lots of smiles and plenty of food to draw your attention, it's hard to tell what the camera in the video's background is actually for. But as we see one friend drink poison and slowly slip away, the initial happiness accents the sorrow of his death. The reveal that the whole story is actually a suicide video and the man was merely imagining he was there gives a new heartbreaking tone to repeat viewings. So by slow burning its upsetting finale, the day before adds to its emotional impact the more that you watch it. Number 6. Wedding Dress, Taeyang.
Some say it ain't over till it's over, but I guess it's really over now.
Wedding Dress shows us Taeyang and a girl laughing together like they've been dating for years. But the video hits its first sour note when we see the woman is not only taken, but only sees him as a friend. While this wouldn't be inherently sad, the torment Taeyang expresses on his face pulls at your heartstrings. It's all the sadder thanks to the girl's sweet and oblivious attitude towards him, going as far as having him play the piano at her wedding. To cap things off, the flashback to Taeyang's missed proposal twists the dagger further and leaves a second watch absolutely devastating. With its onslaught of gut-wrenching rejection, you'll need a breather after watching Wedding Dress. Number 5. Severely, FT Island.
아무 표정 없이 아무렇지 않게 그렇게 널 보내주길.
The funeral that opens the video for Severely is heavy in itself, but the grief on Lee Hong-gi's face over his dead girlfriend is even more tragic. It's equally moving, however, to watch him uncontrollably hug her seconds later when she's mysteriously returned from the dead.
웃음을 보이면 몰래 우는 법도 매일 연습해봤지만.
Though the idea that she doesn't remember Lee is sad as well, it's inspiring to see him accept that he's somehow time traveling and moves on to rekindle their romance. Hong-gi's giddy smiles, on the other hand, actually increase the emotional tension as he remains anxiously aware of the day his lover dies. Severely earns its dramatic name when Lee dies saving her, but it's the woman's sorrowful crying that really pushes it over the top.
지독하게 너무 지독하게 너를 이별하나 봐. 흉터보다 더 깊이 가슴에 남아.
Number 4. The Light, The Arc.
Somebody for life. Here we go.
As a single mom struggles to raise her daughter, The Light gives us a peek at the difficult emotions that go with parenthood. Despite some ungrateful moments from the young girl, we eventually see the two make each other smile and ultimately love each other at the end of the day.
옆자리엔 항상 내가 있을게. You know it's true. 널 만난 뒤에 눈이 떠졌어.
This hopeful note is instantly turned against us, however, as we distressingly learn that the daughter perishes in a bus crash. The Light hits our feels the most when the mom has to use her own reminders to smile just to survive mourning her daughter. Through these impactful reflections on losing a child, the video is able to be dramatic while maintaining a sense of realism.
We're in this for life, yeah. 내게 기대어봐요. 손을 잡아줄게요. 기억이 머물.
Number 3. Gone, Jin.
손끝에 남아있는 온기에도.
A blind woman and a handsome music student are divided by their parents in Jin's seemingly fairy tale-like video for Gone. It's brutal as the girl gets hit by her piano teacher, but this cheerfully lets our two young lovers come together.
날 봐봐, 날 봐봐. 나 아직도 널 느껴.
In a cruel twist, though, we're left to deal with the depressing reality that the boy is suffering from a secret heart condition. There's also an overtly glum look as the boy succumbs to his heart troubles at the piano, but it's even more woeful as the girl falls apart in response.
함께 걸었어야 할 시간에.
Though the woman's range of emotions has stirred controversy in itself, the overall level of tragedy in Gone speaks for itself. Number 2. Please Don't, K-Will.
나란히 앉은 자동차 속에서 음악도 흐르지 않아.
Seon In-guk's character has trouble facing his assumed love interest in Please Don't. and his face becomes more distraught seeing her with his friend, played by An Jae-yoon. In this way, it's nearly impossible not to shed a tear for So as he bawls his way through his friend's wedding. While this upsetting story is increasingly distressing to watch, An surprisingly gets So to smile. Though the whole video initially appears to be a variation of Taeyang's wedding dress, it's shocking and heart-wrenching to discover that So is actually in love with An. By hiding its hand like this, the somber tone of Please Don't works before and after you know the twist. Before we unveil our gut-wrenching #1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
점점 아파와서 자꾸만 겁이 나서 힘들지만 난 너를 보낸다 힘들지만 난 너를 보낸다.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. #1. Haru Haru, Big Bang. Big Bang is falling apart within seconds of Haru Haru as G-Dragon believes his girlfriend is cheating with T.O.P. G-Dragon's sorrow is visceral to watch and easy to sympathize with, as he not only laments losing his relationship, but his friendship too. The heartbreaking reality, however, is that his partner is faking a romance with T.O.P. so that her boyfriend won't learn she's dying. While the initial deception creates a gloomy mood, it's impossible not to cry as G-Dragon returns to her far too late. The good intentions add to the agonizing story, especially since they only limit how much time the lovers have left.
거짓말해서 미안하다. 민영이 너 많이 사랑하더라.
Thanks to G-Dragon's stirring performance in an already downcast video, Haru Haru keeps you in low spirits from top to bottom. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.